G'day, Bill here. I figured this might be topical for everyone on this page who's buying second-hand boots, because sometimes the photos online don't resemble the boots when they turn up. You might look good in photos, you get them, you have a close look, the elastics might be a little bit saggy, the tugs might not be as good as you want, the heel blocks might be worn through. Long story short, I got gifted this beautiful pair of boots just before Christmas last year. Now, they were second-hand boots and they'd certainly seen better days, although the leather was in good nick. In the past, any pair of boots I've got, I've sent them straight back to Frost Road and R.M.Williams and their boot repair room, and I've got them to look after them for me. On my Insta page lately, I've been seeing so many reviews from Robert's Shoe Repair up in Sydney at Wynyard Station. Great reviews, turnaround times quick, the services. I thought, these are second-hand boots, I'm not fully attached to them at the moment, so I'm just going to send them up there, we'll give it a crack, see what happens. So I sent them up to Mark and said, mate, we've got to get these looking as good as old again. So new tugs, new elastics and a full resole, and hopefully I can then get them back, put them on and start wearing them in almost as good as new. So I figure for all of us on the page who are buying second-hand boots, at some point we're going to have to get them potentially resoled or fixed up. R.M.Williams is absolutely sensational when they do the repairs. I've been in the workshop, I've seen the process, it's phenomenal. The amount of care that goes into them. Scattered all around Australia, we've got authorised dealers, and Mark at Robert's Boot Repairs, or Shoe Renew as it's getting relabelled now, is an R.M.Williams Authorised Repairer. So I knew the boots are in good hands. So here we go, let's have a look. First thing you can smell is the glue that's been used, which is sensational. Now, keep in mind, this is the first time I've seen them, so I'm just going to take a moment to have a quick look at the job that's been done on these boots. And they are looking like a different pair of boots, to be honest. That is sensational. So, when I sent them in, these elastics are all bent and dangling out here. The tugs, all the thread had gone on them. The heel blocks were worn up to about here, and then the sole was completely bare. So, Mark has spent a couple of days working on these. He's painted them up. Everything looks sensational, including the stitching, which can be a bit of a giveaway. If it's a rush job, the stitching can be a little bit out of kilter there, but that looks as though it's literally been stitched to the original holes, which is no mean feat. That is quite a talent to be able to do something like that. So I've now got a pair of boots, which I'm really excited to go and put on and start wearing them, that have gone from pretty much, you know what, good leather, but I'm going to chuck them out because they look terrible, to a pair of boots now that's going to give me a long, long life. Now, the other thing as well, whenever I get boots, I get the premium boot trees from Trimley. I've already gone out and bought them because, as you can see, like, you know, it's an old boot, you know, it's starting to sag and the creases and everything else. So these boot trees are designed perfectly to fit the shape of the R.M.Williams Chelsea boot. So that's going to go straight in. Push it in, and look at that, straight away it's brought the shape back to an old boot. So while I'm not wearing these and I'm wearing one of my other pairs, that boot is going to have all the moisture drawn out of it with the boot tree, and it's going to help maintain the shape and reduce the creasing by preventing toe curl on these boots. But it's not a boot tree video, this one. This is just to let everyone know that when you go out and you buy yourself a second-hand pair of boots, at some point you're going to need to get it resoled, or new elastics or what have you, to bring them back to life again. And on first impressions, I've got to say, a 10 out of 10 for the workmanship from Mark up there at Wynyard Station with Robert's Boot Repair. Really appreciate it, mate. Thanks for getting them back to me so quickly and for doing such an amazing job. Look forward to wearing these in, and reckon you might have just found yourself a repeat customer, bud.